but it's gonna be like, you know, light, and I'm gonna just try to express myself the best way I know. So basically, where do we start? Well, first I'm hungry, and a bitch is thirsty, so that shit hitting the spot. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna categorize them into different sections of why a whole collective is why I'm so inconsistent. We're gonna start off with people in my life. So I feel like people always leave, so I feel like it's best for me to leave first than to be left. So I mean, let's see, my relationships, based off like how my life works. So I'm gonna start with relationships. Let's say, for example, my last relationship was horrible. I mean horrible with consistency. And I felt like it was something that I was doing wrong that like made me feel like, and because I'm saying it first because this is my most recent. Like we be talking, and I mean we go months and months with just talking and then it's just like one day it's like okay, where are they going, you know? And then they just keep popping back up, and it's like I want to let go, but it's hard because I felt a different type of connection with this person, but I don't want to play this game of, oh, well, if you text me, I'm not going to be consistent with you. It's like little things like that are part of my inconsistency. Like with everything in my life, like living somewhere. I can't live nowhere for a year because I'm ready to go. If I just make everything off a whim, like it's just like poof, 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 poof. And they're trying to come back again. And it has affected so much stuff in my life. Like my consistency is, my relationships are based off how my consistency is. Like right now, I'm just moved off. It's time to move, and I know it wasn't a smart decision sometimes, and I just do it, and then I just get into it, and I'm just ready to go. Like when I do things, I just be on the go. Like okay, I'm not gonna, you know, something gonna happen or everything just happening. It's just like my life has been one hellhole after another, and it's hard for me to adjust to things or get comfortable with things because of how people and things around me go down. It does affect, like, personally on the inside I'm hurting, and it's hard to feel like you're always gotta be on your toes or always gotta be 10 steps ahead of somebody when you should be just you and comfortable where you are, but you don't know if it's gonna last. I really do fall for the wrong type of people, and they hurt me, and then I don't notice it until I make decisions so rashly. And I wish that I could, you know, change, but I feel like I want to be myself. I am really lost in my mind right now, and you know where I'm going to go, or if I'm ever going to be able to sit still. I pray one day I will be able to. I mean, even when I have something good in my life, I don't know if it's going to last, so I end up breaking. The question I really want to know is, why do people hurt other people? And I'm tired of the same excuse, we're human, I'm not perfect, but you know what you're doing wrong, and you don't know how bad it is. Like, I have horrible trust issues. Like, people could make the slightest comment and I feel like, damn, that's how they feel, and then I start distancing myself and start being inconsistent. I want to be able to, even when I try to communicate with people, I feel like it's not getting through to them. So what's the point? You know, they're not listening, they don't care, they don't want to be here much longer, so why should I try? Why should I care? Like, I have to question my friendships in my life, everything my decisions in my life, every single day. You know how stressful that is in my mind? It is hard to go through life feeling like you're never enough. I feel like I'm never enough. My trust issues come from my biological father probably not being in my life enough, or at all, actually. I've never actually met the man. But I've talked to them. And I think that's why I make so many decisions on who I date and who I talk to and people I bring in my life. Because if the person who helped bring you here isn't in your life, doesn't want to be in your life, or isn't consistent enough to even talk to you in your life, then why is anyone else obligated to? My mom, I love her, and that's the one thing in my life that is consistent. But I try to push her away as well. I try to push everyone away because I feel like no one cares about anyone else but themselves. I have a couple friends who I know Mukbang is all over the place in my story time. I'm just a very random person, so bear with me. I don't know anymore. Like, I want to talk about like a lot of stuff that's bothering me, like me being single. I could talk to somebody, but like I try to feel a connection, but it's not there because I feel like even when I try to give people chances, they end up letting you down or hurting you to where you opened yourself up where they wanted you to be, and then they leave you. I think the biggest hurt in my life, as far as dating wise, is my ex. Family wise, it's my dad. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I do know that I was in my feelings tonight, and a few people came out and reached out to me. And I feel like small things like that really do help me. I don't want to feel like the depressed person all the time, but I do need reassurance. I feel like asking somebody to reassure every once in a while that they care about you, or that they're your friend, or they're the person that want to be with you, is not too much to ask. Why should it be a problem that I want to know that you love me, or you want to be around me, or you care about who I am as a person, not just what I do for you? What I like, it's just so much stuff that builds up to a person being inconsistent or not wanting to have roots. Why am I 23 years old and I understand, oh, you're young, and I don't like, what am I supposed to say? Oh, well, I'm 23 and Marquez, you're young and you still got a whole life to live. No, you don't know that. Nothing's guaranteed to anyone. Why do I feel like I'm alone in this world? Why do I feel like no one wants to be with me or around me at all? I always feel like I am just like that one friend that it's like, oh, we hang out with him because, he cool sometimes, and then that's it. I have been told in my life that you funny, but we're not friends. Or like, or like when stuff happens, I don't get invited to parties, but people want to see and speak to me when they see me. Like, don't fucking talk to me, bitch. I don't want to don't talk to you. The next one, like, then they get angry because then you don't know who your friends are. You don't know who your friends or family or who you talking to is, because like motherfuckers are snakes. They slither in the grass, and I say like this. I say snakes slither in the grass so fast that you can't tell they wearing a mask. If I didn't speak those facts, they wouldn't be true enough. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, there's so much stuff. Like, every year I felt like everybody just thought I was this mean ass person. I couldn't be myself. Y'all don't understand what it is to not be yourself throughout your whole life, knowing who you are, not able to show who you are. And when you do open up to somebody, you don't know if they're going to run away or stay with you. Like, growing up for me was very difficult. Like, I was always that awkward, that outcast kid, the kid who no one really wanted to invite to birthday parties, or scared to have birthday parties because no one might show up. Like, I talked to a lot of people, but I wasn't friends with anyone. My first best friend wasn't until I got to high school. My first real friend wasn't until I got to high school, and that bitch ass nigga is inconsistent now. Like, if a person you've known for 10 years is inconsistent, but this nigga got, like, it's just, people can't be trusted. I don't trust nobody. Not fully, I trust nobody. Because in a heartbeat, they can just, oh, well, I don't want to be friends with him no more, and then poof. They can leave your life. Even family can leave your life. The only person you know that's consistent is yourself. So if I get up and leave and I don't let myself get attached to too much stuff, I'll be fine. But I don't want to live like that forever. Or like my weight bothered me. My weight bothered me for so long. I love who I am now, because I'm a bad bitch, no cabbage, spinach on the floor, bad bitch, period. Like, I don't know. I feel like when I'm alone, there's less pressure. Or I feel like people you want to be around should not care about appearance. I've always cared, all my quiz. It was always the fat jokes. And like, I really had bad self-conscious issues during high school or when I was younger. I was really skinny until a certain age, and then I got an eating disorder. So what are you gonna do? Not eat? The fuck? No, don't eat. I've always suffered from different weight things, and I feel like that kind of contributed to why I was so alone, maybe, People are just so harsh in this world, but I love you guys for watching. As always, stay tuned, Nightlife, Quezzy Nation. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I love y'all.